It'll make sense.
It don't make sense. I love you, Drew.
All right, let's go ahead and get started with Sydney Colson. Sydney, we played the Minnesota Lynx last night. What did it feel like to sort of get that first run in against a different team with a different team with a new system? How did it all go?
I thought it went well. It was our.
Yeah, you can look at that. Yeah. I mean, I'm good looking, but
you are.
They're the ones who need you.
It was good. We had been practicing for so long against one another, and trying out our plays and our defensive schemes and everything. So it was good to do it against a different team who has an established system, and we could see what really works instead of going against people who kind of know what we're going to do. So some teams already had like a preseason game under their belt. So it felt good for us to get out there as a unit, play with some different groups, and, just go hard against somebody else for once instead of banging each other.
Speaking of established, Sylvia Fowles has been synonymous with Minnesota for the last several years, won several championships, Defensive Players of the Year, and has announced that this is her final season in the WNBA. Memories you have of Syl and what she's meant to the league?
Man, she has been monumental in this league. And it's like she's such a dominant force, but, she really doesn't seem like the kind of player who requires a lot. She kind of just like blends in as far as like personality and things like that go. Like she's not divish in her personality. Like she's really like just like a superstar who doesn't really act like it. And I had a chance when I was on staff at A&M to talk to Bob Starkey about her. He coached her at LSU, and he always just had wonderful things to say about just her work ethic and the kind of player she was, but more so like the way she took care of her family, how she was as a friend, the kind of teammate she was. And so it just always impressed me. Like, so I think obviously we were losing like a huge figure for the WNBA, but you're also gonna be losing like a really, really, really good person in this league. But yeah, she's been phenomenal, as we all know.
Rafiq?
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. Journey all season to prepare yourself towards coming back to WNBA in your first season that you played since the 2020 Wubble. You got a chance to play at Athletes Unlimited Basketball League. Like, what was that experience like for you, and how did this prepare you towards coming back to the W?
It was a good experience. I loved being a part of that league. Competing against some players from the W's, some who weren't. But for me, it was good because I just still had a competitive fire in me. I had a desire to still play. And I knew whether or not the WNBA was going to be in my future or not, I still just wanted to play basketball. So it was an easy decision for me to decide to play, and played hard. And this opportunity came about. And so, sometimes things happen that way. So I just seized the opportunity and said, whatever God has for me will be for me. And that was my mindset.
And a follow-up question, if I could, what you think about the opportunity to be coached by Becky Hammond, who worked her way towards being a coach after being an assistant for the San Antonio Spurs and actually having spend their last years of her career with the Silver Stars before they were the Aces?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was in the question. Yeah. It was great. I mean, it's great to have this opportunity. She's also another person who's been monumental in this league. Another player who's been monumental in this league. And the experience that she got, coaching under Pop. I also got to see her though before I got to San Antonio. She played there a couple years before I got there with some of my former teammates, and like Danielle Adams was there. She got drafted there. So I used to go down to San Antonio to watch some of the games. So, I remember watching Becky as a player, and I'm just excited that she decided to, leave the NBA and come to coach in the W. I hope a lot more of our great former players decides to start, taking that step. And I think she's going to just bring a fire to this team. And the entire staff just has an energy that's really positive and really good, super encouraging, but critical when need be. but I think it's gonna help us to want to play harder for them just because they're good people.
Appreciate your insight and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the W.
Thank you.
So you're thinking Coach Sydney Colson is in our future? No? Yes. No.
Mm-hmm.
Aislinn.
Hey, Sydney, it's Aislinn Jowers with Beyond Women's Sports. Can you tell me what it means to you to be back in Vegas? I know you played Athletes Unlimited here, but being reunited with the organization and players like Asia and Dierka, what does it mean to you?
They just can't get rid of me, I guess. Like, I'm super resilient. I think that's what it is. But no, it's fun. I said to somebody before that it's like there's a familiarity about it, obviously, because I was here not super long ago. But it's also different. There are a lot of different players. So as familiar as it might seem, like I'm still aware of the fact that it's not. And I'm a different person and a different player than I was when I was here in 2019. And so are the girls that I play with. So it's good to be back and reunite, reconnect with people and pick up where we left off though, as far as joking around and practicing and just having a good time. So it's been cool. And I think that we have a really good energy and chemistry.
Jack?
Hi, Jack Levenberg, WNBA lead. What did you see out of Kirsten Bell and Aisha Shepherd yesterday, and what do you expect from them this season?
They played hard. And that's what you got to do in this league. And so, their understanding as rookies is their understanding was there as rookies, seeing what they needed to do. It was really good for them to get like their first taste too against a different team, to see how, they would measure up against different opponents, not just us in practice. And, they were locked in and they were serious. They had come to us, asking about what to eat, things to do, like how to be a pro. So, they're very serious about it. They want it. You could tell that they want it. And so I expect more of the same throughout the course of the season. Expect them to just keep getting better, honestly. They're super eager to learn and they're good kids. They're good kids.